Welcome to Thailand's breathtaking Ok Phansa Festival in Nakhon Phanom. Witness the stunning Lai Reua Fai fireboats as they light up the Mekong River, savor mouth-watering local food, watch amazing performances, cheer on the thrilling boat races, and join friendly locals for vibrant dancing, ancient rituals, and a massive fireworks display. This one's gonna be lit. Good morning, country collectors. Sawadee Kap, and welcome to Ok Phansa, the celebration marking the end of Buddhist Lent. Right now, I'm at the famous Wat Pha That Phanom in Nakhon Phanom, and the celebrations are just kicking off, and I can't wait to share them with you. But this week has been a ton of fun, so let's jump back and check it out together. Every morning, there were beautiful Bat ceremonies that are particularly important during the celebration. It marks the conclusion of the monks' 3-month retreat during the rainy season, based on an ancient decree from the Buddha to protect the newly planted crops. As monks emerge from this retreat, the community gathers to offer them food, expressing gratitude and making merit. The offerings are a way to honor the monks for their commitment and to seek blessings for the upcoming year. During the days, there were beautiful temples to explore, as well as some fun boat races on the Mekong River between Thailand and Laos, which is just across the river. The boats used in the race are long, narrow, and often ornately decorated with flowers and offerings to the Naka. They are typically carved from a single tree trunk and can range from 20 to 30 meters in length, holding around 30 rowers. I got to meet some of the people during the final preparations, and they were so nice and inclusive. The boat races are not just about competition. They believe that honoring the river through the races and other rituals will bring prosperity and ensure a good harvest. The races are a form of merit making, believed to ward off bad luck and bring blessings to the community for the year ahead. In the evenings, the town came alive. They have a walking street where you can shop till you drop and eat to your heart's content. So don't get crabby, there's plenty to go around. A friendly local pet showed me around and helped me find the best of the best. The dim sum was delightful, the satay was steaming, and the chicken was smoked to perfection. They had Vietnamese banh mi's, juices, sushi, and seafood. The grilled meats were skewerishly delicious, and the meringue tacos were definitely something to taco about. The vendors were so friendly. I got to try tamarind for the first time. It was so good, I even took some home. I even got buggy with it. It's crickety. Just behind the walking street, you can find the beautiful Naka fountain, the city's most iconic landmark. The statue depicts the Naka, a mythical serpent in Buddhism and Hindu traditions, which is believed to protect the Mekong River and the local community. During the festival, it becomes a central site for spiritual offerings and celebrations where locals and visitors alike gather around the statue to pray and make offerings of flowers, incense, and small krathongs or floating boats. These small boats, made from banana leaves and adorned with candles, incense, and flowers, are released into the river to honor the Buddha and the Naka, symbolizing devotion and spiritual renewal, a gesture believed to bring good fortune, blessings, and a fresh start for the new year. Just next to that is the main stage where you can enjoy cultural shows and traditional Thai dancing. The dancers, dressed in beautifully ornate costumes, perform here to live music that includes drums, guitars, cans, and cymbals. Seeing the grace of their movements and their traditional dress really creates a beautiful feeling of connection to the history of Thailand. They also have a carnival with lots of rides and classic games, as well as a large open-air venue with thousands of spectators watching performances ranging from crazy and colorful to more traditional and beautiful, all to the sound of molam music. They did a really great job, and I was mo-lamming it. And now a little taste of what will be coming on the last night. Every night, they have a different, beautifully illuminated boat serenely floating down the river, as well as 7 smaller boats. The lights reflected on the water create a mystical and surreal scene, especially with the tiny candlelights flickering alongside them from small krathong sai, similar to the little boats I just showed you. 2,000 are released every night, and they are like watching the stars twinkle in the night sky. I actually got to see them making the larger boats during the days leading up to the celebration, and it was quite impressive. These massive structures, made from thousands of pieces of bamboo, line the river waiting for the final day of the celebration. Let's check one out. Wow, this thing is huge. I'd say it's at least 100 feet tall, maybe a little bit taller. It's 100 meters long, and there are going to be 15,000 lanterns hanging on it. It's unbamboo-leavable. over the past month, they have been constructing this here on top of old oil drums that are going to keep it afloat when it goes out on the river. Once it's fully constructed, they then weld together pieces of metal in the shapes of things like the Buddha or the Naka or even the king, and they attach them to the front. And then right now what's happening is they're attaching the individual lanterns. A lady here just gave me a little mini tour and showed me all the little steps. They take old cans of coffee, they insert the fuses into them, fill them with fuel, put them into buckets, and then they send them up on pulleys to the workers who are now putting them out there to create these amazing designs. This one even has a huge fan on it that's going to be rotating during the procession, which I'm so excited to see. It's so beautiful how the community comes together here, and that's one of those things about all of the Thai celebrations we've seen. It's that it's the community, it's the people, and that's what makes Thailand so special. And I'm so grateful to be here and be part of it. I'm grateful to be in Isan, and I'm grateful that you could be here as well. What an amazing experience. What amazing people. Yeah, this is going to be lit when it goes down the river. Literally. This morning I arrived early at the temple, where the air was filled with a quiet reverence. People were making offerings and praying softly, while monks chanted gentle prayers. The atmosphere was serene as worshippers walked around the temple 3 times, carrying offerings and large pieces of silk. These silk cloths, like the robes of a monk, were later draped around the temple to show their deep respect and devotion. Then I met a friendly monk who shared insights about the day's celebrations.
Lambuten, you know, Lambuten Buddhism, I don't know how to say this in English. Lambuten Day, right? Yeah, very excited because we have to stay in the temple for 3 months.
Yeah.
Cannot go to everywhere for 3 months. It's after this day we can go everywhere, can sleep everywhere in the temple, no? Yeah, something like that.
Today is the end of Buddhist Lent.
Yes.
Ok Phansa.
Yes.
And,
you know this.
And you've been inside for 3 months because of the Buddhist decree to not damage the crops as you walk around, and to strengthen your spirituality and your commitment.
Yes.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
And today there will be a parade here. And
yeah, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Very beautiful parade.
Very
like
cool.
a dance, you know. Oh, you know it.
I study Thai culture.
Oh, really? Can you speak Thai?
Nit noi.
Oh, can you introduce yourself in Thai?
No.
Oh, really?
No. How do I say?
Sawadee krap.
Oh, yeah. Sawadee krap. Adam. Pomชื่อ Adam.
Adam. มาจาก America. Yeah, something like that. Okay, good.
Amazing. What is your name?
Okay, you can call me Pratyo. Okay.
And this is what?
Pha That
Phanom
Temple.
And you have the relic of the Buddha's breastbone here.
Yeah, over there.
Wow.
Okay, I have to go to ceremony in the Buddhism. Do you want to?
Yeah, could I come along? Amazing. After the prayers, he graciously offered me a tour of the monastery and brought me to meet his master, who blessed me personally. A truly humbling moment. In true Isan style, the monk made sure I had food before sending me on my way to continue with the festivities. Along the way, I even bumped into Nas Daily, a famous YouTuber, who was also here to experience the festival. And look who I ran into, the famous Nas. He's here for the same ceremony. Are you excited for this?
We are the only tourists here.
We are the only tourists here.
Literally the only white people. Right, I'm not white, but still, same thing.
Phalangs. I was walking around and I was like, I think I know that guy. And I did.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
And really exciting. You're making a 30-minute video.
Yep.
We're trying to make a 1-minute video. And then, but this is a super interesting place.
Yeah, I mean, it's so amazing. The culture here, the people, it's just so much to take in and be part of.
Yeah, totally. If you're watching this, come to Nakhon Phanom.
Definitely to Lai Reua Fai.
Yeah, it's a Lai Reua Fai Festival.
Lai Reua Fai at Ok Phansa. As the opening ceremony began, The sound of music filled the air as locals made offerings and prayers to start the festivities. The dancers slowly entered, and the entire space came alive. Dressed in vibrant traditional costumes, adorned with intricate patterns and shimmering fabrics, they moved with grace and precision, each gesture telling a story passed down through centuries. The rhythmic music guided them in perfect harmony, their movements blending strength and beauty as they paid homage to the temple and the sacred history of the region. It was more than just a performance. It was a living expression of local culture, a heartfelt tribute to the spiritual legacy of Pha That Phanom, and a connection to the generations who had come before them. Wow, what a show. I had chills the entire time, and that's saying something because it's like 95 degrees out right now. The way they move, the music, it's just absolutely magical, and I had such a wonderful time. I hope you did too. Right now we are going to head back to town where they're going to be having a beeswax castle carnival, so let's go check it out. So this is one of those wow moments. On the schedule that I got, it said there was a wax castle carnival, and I was assuming they were going to be like the giant wax castles that are in Nakhon, the neighboring town, that normally represent months of work from the community and are believed to house the spirit of the Buddha at the end of the Buddhist Lent period. But this little guy here is what we got. I'm not saying size matters. Don't get me wrong, I'm just saying that it wasn't what I was expecting. I did, however, find out there's gonna be a huge parade happening in just a little bit, so stick around for that. Great little parade, right? So many smiling faces in that true Isan style. I'm back down on the river right now. I had to get a spot while there were still some left. I'm kind of sitting in the mud on the rocks right on the water, but I think I'll be okay. I have the drone to get the good shots. They just did the opening ceremony. They made offerings in front of the giant Naga fountain, and then they threw these flower petals and they lit those prathongs, the little boats that we made earlier, and they placed them onto one of the original boats that they used for this festival. And then they lowered them down to the water where they're going to be released at the beginning of this final celebration event. This whole thing has just been so great, and I can't wait to see these illuminated boats coming down the river. I actually got to see them lighting one the other night, and it was spectacular watching them start with one and then go to thousands. So why don't we check that out while we're waiting and then jump right into this flame-tastic final procession. Check it out. At sunset, I watched as they carefully lit each of the lanterns on the boat. They bring a small flame to the wick, waiting for each to catch before moving to the next. It's a steady, patient process. Each lantern is lit one by one until the entire boat starts to glow with a warm, steady light as the beautiful images they have created begin to take shape. It's simple, but there's a quiet beauty in seeing the boat slowly come to life, lantern by lantern. It's so beautiful. It's so hard to put into words, but what comes to mind is magical. The music, the flames, the heat that you can feel on your face, the river gently flowing by. It's like nothing I've ever seen, and I'm so glad that I could share this with you, so thank you for being here. As night blankets Nakhon Phanom, the Mekong River comes to life with a spectacle like no other. Each illuminated boat glides down the river, adorned with thousands of lanterns that flicker like stars on the river's surface. These aren't just beautiful decorations, they're crafted symbols of faith. But the magic doesn't stop with the boats. Each one has its own set of fireworks bursting into the night sky as it passes, adding a unique splash of color to the procession. It's an explosion of light, sound, and emotion, and it's amazing. Then the impressive drone show sweeps across the sky, weaving together images that tell the story of the celebration. The glowing Naga was impressive, but my favorite was the fireboat, complete with real flames. Then boom, a massive display of fireworks erupts, filling the sky with brilliance that mirrors the glowing boats below. The town really pulls out all the stops, and the grand finale was truly spectacular. The feeling here is electric, blending celebration and reverence. As the night fades, the lanterns drift away. There's a sense of awe that only Ok Phansa can deliver. What an amazing finale to this beautiful celebration. Whew, just breathtaking. And as these fiery boats float down the river into the night, let it remind you that each one of us has our own unique light to shine out into the world. This entire celebration is about renewal, starting over, and the power of community. So no matter where you are, let that light shine, let your spirit, your kindness, and your energy out to the world, because you can make it a better place. Thanks for coming along on this amazing journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ling 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 the bell. I'll see you next time. Kapung kap.